Crispy. The flavor from the re-fermented tofu. Oh, this is heavenly. Hi, and welcome to Spice and Pans. Today we'll be cooking Hakka crispy pork belly. So let's start cooking. Now we are going to marinate our pork belly. I have with me over here, with skin on, 275 grams, and with the skin off, it's approximately 235 grams. Normally for the pork belly, they come in one thick block strip on with the skin. We need to remove the skin. To remove the skin is very simple. You just cut half until you reach the skin. Do not cut all the way through, and grabbing one side of it and using your knife, angled at approximately 45 or 30 to 45 degrees, slowly push it forward and the skin will be removed from one side. Repeat with the other side. Grab the skin tightly and then just push the flesh out. And then after that, you just slice it thinly. Of course, you can ask your butcher to help you remove the skin too. The pork should be sliced thinly like this, okay? If you slice it a little bit thicker, the texture will be a little bit too tough and it will not be as crispy. So something like this will be good, okay? For marinade, we need approximately 20 grams of the fermented red tofu. It's like 1 cube of it, plus a little bit of the red color sauce. Push it in. Now this is very salty, so we are not going to add in a lot of oyster sauce, just half a tablespoon will do. To balance up the taste, we are adding in 1 teaspoon of sugar. For the added fragrance, we are going to add in 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine or Huadiaojiao. I like a little bit of garlicky taste, so I'm going to add in 1 clove of grated garlic. Add in also 25 milliliters of water. Now mix this up well. I prefer to use my hand, make sure it's clean. Mix them until there's hardly any water left. Okay, now we add in about 3 tablespoons of corn flour. To let the pork belly stay crispier for a longer period of time, I'm going to add in 1.5 tablespoons of rice flour. We also need a little bit of baking soda, just 1/5 of a teaspoon will be fine, just a small pinch. And finally, a few dashes of pepper. Mix them up well too. Make sure they are well coated with the flour. If it's too dry, add in just a little bit of water. A little bit will be fine. And then just mix them up again. Right, we want something like this. The batter is like a thick yogurt type of texture. Once you have mixed them up well, we add in a little bit of cooking oil. The cooking oil will help later when we fry them. It's easier to separate them out. After you're done with this, we'll leave this to marinate for at least an hour. Of course, the longer you marinate, the tastier this will be. I'll see you back in a while. We have marinated the pork for approximately 3 to 4 hours and it's time to shallow fry them now. Using medium heat, heat up a wok of oil. Alright, how do we know whether the oil is hot enough? Using a bamboo chopstick, put it inside the oil, and if you see bubbles rising up like this, that means it's hot enough. We'll add in our pork now. Slowly add in your pork. Now if the oil gets too hot, please reduce the heat a little bit. Now remember to remove your pork from the fridge about 20 to 30 minutes before you fry them so that they can be cooked evenly. This is a very nice popular snack actually. Now remember, if the heat gets too hot, then just reduce the heat. Most zi char stores actually offer this on their menu because it's extremely easy to prepare and you can just fry as much or as little as and when you want to eat them. I'll be doing double frying on this. Remember, do not move them around until the crust is formed. My wok is not big enough, so I'm actually frying them in 2 batches. One very important tip for you to remember while doing this dish is don't turn the heat up way too high because we have garlic, we have sugar inside here, they brown very, very easily. Once the crust starts to form, we'll just flip them over a little bit. You can actually feel that they actually has crisped up quite a fair bit, right? Look at how beautiful this is. Do not worry, they stick together because it's very easy to actually shake them apart. We'll fry them until they are a very beautiful light golden brown color, but it will not be too light because of the marinade that we use. Okay, we just need to cook the pork and let the crust form. And then when we do a double fry, this will be super crispy. If you can't just shake them apart, you can always use another tong just to pull them apart a little bit. The first fry is almost done. Right, you see they're brown beautifully like this. We've cut the pork quite thinly so they cook quite easily. Now they're brown beautifully. Now we'll remove the first batch from the oil. Look at how pretty this is. We'll continue to fry the second batch and I'll show you how I do the double fry in a while. Before we start to double fry, we need to heat up the oil. Right now I'm using medium-high heat. Now that the oil is smoking, we'll add back our pork. Right, spread them out, move them around a little bit. The purpose of this step is to crisp up the pork really nice and to actually push out the excess oil that's within the pork. This will be pretty fast. Okay, now we can see that they are very dark brown in color. We can actually remove them from the oil. Remember, do not turn off the heat until they remove all the pork. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. Smells really, really, really good. Crispy, the flavor from the re-fermented tofu. Oh, this is heavenly. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and now it's your turn to cook. See you, bye bye. Oh, wow, very nice.